Hello, Kim.
Hello, teacher.
We're just gonna wait and see if Elly is going to join, okay? Okay, we're going to start. Um, Ellie will just have to join when she is ready. So, tell me, Kim, how was your day?
It's good.
I'm glad to hear that. And what did you do today?
In the evening and in the afternoon, I'm learning English.
Okay, and what did you do this morning?
Mm, I'm cleaning the house.
Ah, okay. Well, that's fitting because we're going to start talking about should children do chores. Okay, so in Korea, adults spend a lot of time cleaning their houses. Should they make their children do such chores? So here we have a list in this box of things you can do or things that are chores in everyday houses. So look at the chores below, rank them from best to worst. 1 is best, 5 is worst. And then well, I'm not going to worry too much about why, but we just want to see which ones would you prefer to do rather than the others. So if you look at these, we have taking out the trash, doing the laundry, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the floor, going shopping. Which one would you say is the best chore to do? Kim?
Going shopping.
Going shopping. Okay, which one would you say is second best?
Doing the laundry.
Doing the laundry. Which one is okay?
Taking out the trash.
Which one is not so good?
Cleaning the floor.
Cleaning the floor. And which one is the worst?
Cleaning the bathroom.
The bathroom. Excellent. Okay, now, do you think it is important for children to do the chores at home?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because cleaning the house helps the house will be clean and comfortable.
Okay. Now tell me, who does the chores in your home?
My father.
And is it fun to do housework?
Mm, yes,
You said yes, Kim?
yes.
Okay. Excellent. Let me just see if Ellie is going to join. So while we wait for them to answer me, let's continue. So, children doing chores. Can you please start reading that for me?
Nobody enjoys doing chores. Somebody should do them. If we don't do housework, our homes will be very dirty. In many countries, children start doing the chores at a young age, but Korean children do not usually do the chores. Should this change? Some people say that Korean children should do chores. First, it will teach them life skills. All adults need to know how to do the laundry. They also need to know how to cook. If children practice these skills at a young age, they will become adults with practical skills. Second, doing the chores is good exercise. Sadly, Korean children spend too much time sitting down. Doing housework will allow them to do more exercise. It will make the children healthier. Other people say that Korean children should not do chores. First, Korean children need to study really hard. They have to get good grades to have a better life. If they do housework, they do not study. This can be a problem. Second, doing chores can be dangerous. Cooking needs nice and fire, cleanliness, chemicals. These things can injure children.
Injure. Injure.
Injure.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Let's just see if there is any response. Doesn't look like that. Okay, so we're going to continue regardless. If Elly is to join, she should just fall in. Now, what chores do you like to do best, Kim? If you had to choose one thing you would do, what would you choose?
Mm, I think it's going shopping and cleaning the desk.
Oh, cleaning desks. Okay. Okay, Kim, so it's just you and me today. Elly is taking extra math class. Okay. Let me just see here quickly. Cool. So let's take a look at what they're saying here in this passage. So here we have the introduction. We have the question. Should this change? In many countries, wait, let me choose another tool here. This one will work better. In many countries, children start doing chores at a young age, although Korea is not the case. So I think we can agree that most people all around the world are encourage or um, let their children, or not. I don't want to use the word force, but the children are told to help around the house. Now, before we continue, you said it is important that they should work in the house. Okay. Now, the first paragraph is the argument for children doing chores. And then obviously the second of the last paragraph would be against. Now we're looking at if we're just going to look at what they say, and then we're going to argue if it's true or not. What do we think? We're not going to try and overcomplicate it. So this one says, let me change the color. I want the main idea to be green. Come on, there we go. Some people say that Korean children should do chores. Other people say they should not do chores. Okay. So that is the important. Let me just highlight those words to help us. Come on. Should do and should come on. Should do and should not do. Okay. Excellent. Go ahead. Give me a quick moment. I just want to replace this mouse pad because it's not working that great with me. Give me a few. Let me see here. Is this going to work now? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yes, that's a lot better. Okay. So this one says we should do, children should do chores. Let's see why they say so. We're going to make the reasons, looks like purple. Okay, so first it will teach them life skills. We teach them life skills because everybody needs to know how to do or to take care of themselves. Basically, that's what we can say. The first reason is people should know how to, come on, take care of themselves. That's the first reason. Let me just make this a little bit smaller. Okay. So if children practice these skills at a young age, they'll become adults with practical skills. Okay, they're just saying the same thing. That you need people or need children to start at a very young age. Now, second, doing chores is good exercise. Come on. And most children today, or students or teenagers, spend most of their time sitting down and not doing anything. Um, and this will in return make them healthier. Okay, and the second paragraph says they should not, they need to study really hard. They have to get good grades. If they have a good place, they don't study. That can be a problem. Second, it's kind of dangerous. Oh, it can be, doing chores can be dangerous. There's no doubt about that. You handle certain things. Okay. Now let's look at these reasons. So it will teach them life skills. Now, what kind of life skills do you think? Because they don't really say what life skills. They only say um, they do mention one, two. Okay, so that okay. Sorry, I see now. They mention that children should be know how to do the laundry. They should know how to cook. Um, and what else does doing chores teach you, Kim? What do you think?
Mm, the house was killed.
Mm, okay, but that's the same as saying laundry and cooking. But there's something else that it teaches you. Can you guess what it is?
I don't know.
It teaches you responsibility and how to maintain things. It teaches you. We can call it a system. I really doubt if it's really a system. But what it teaches you, it teaches you that, okay, I have dirty things, I have to clean them. I am hungry, I have people visiting me, I have to feed them. Um, I have nice things that I've worked for, I want to take care of them. That's what doing chores teaches you. And if someone needs help, you will be able to help them. Okay, so that's the skills part. Now, this secondary chores is good exercise. Yes, every little bit of movement you can do is good. It will help you stay. What's the word? It's not late. You're not lazy. Then you are. I forgot the word. You'll be hardworking. You'll be a hardworking person because if you are very if you're not lazy, too lazy to clean and too lazy to take care of your things and yourself, you carry that same discipline over to your work. You won't be lazy when you work. You won't be lazy when you study. You won't be lazy when you um, do projects and assignments. The same how you clean eventually along the line shows in how you do your work. Does that make sense, Kim?
Yes.
Excellent. Now let's go look at the second paragraph. Other people say that Korean children should not do chores. Okay, let's just first look at this. Um, if children do, okay, they mention here that they need to study hard, it can be dangerous, but I want to know first what happens to children that are not taught to do chores. What do you think happens to them? How are they? What type of person do they become?
They need to study hard, but they need to spend the time to doing the course.
Okay, but what, like, if they only study hard, what type of person will they become? Let's say there's a group of children, their parents don't allow them to clean after themselves. So what will happen with them if they never learn how to do chores?
Mm, they spend too much time to sitting down
Hmm.
to study.
They won't be able to take care of themselves.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I want. I hoped you would notice because if the first paragraph um, wants to make children independent, they don't want them to be dependent on their parents. So one day, because that's how life works, you grow up, you are taught everything you need to know until you're 18. Then your parents are not no longer legally required to look after you. So if you look at in most countries' laws, if you reach 18, then everything your parents do for you after that is a favor. And actually, that's how most countries' law system works. Is that at 18, you should be able to take care of yourself. Although you might not be in the position to do it immediately, you should be able to, you know, do your own laundry, clean, cook, take care of the house, go to work, all those things. That will be expected of you. And but if you spend 11 years you're in school only studying and never learning how to do these chores, you will never be able really to move out into your own house. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. You will move out eventually. Some people don't. But you will you will do things like you will ask your mother to come to your house and help you clean, but then she does all the cleaning. You maybe spend all your money paying someone to do everything for you, and then at the end of the day, you're wondering how am I doing? I have such a great job, but everything I have keeps breaking. If the person I pay to work for me in my house is not there, I go hungry. I spend too much money on takeout. So you can see what can happen. It's not that's not true for all people. Most people um, really focus studying really hard, and they know how, because doing chores is very easy. These are not things that will take up all of your day. Sometimes it does, but usually if you do clean the whole house, you have 2 to 3 days that you don't have to do anything really. So, and if you look at the last paragraph, this will raise dependent children or dependent adults. They won't see the need to move out to another house if they can just live with their parents who can take care of them. Okay, so that's what they say here. Children need to study hard, to have a better life. Oh, and this is another thing we can look at. Let me change the color to, let's go with blue. Do you think this is true? That in order for you to have a better life, you need to study really hard.
Mm. I think get good grades is important too.
So you think it is very important to get a good to have a better life if you have good grades?
Yes.
Okay. And if you don't? What do you think then?
Pardon?
What happens if you don't have good grades? How will your life be? Will you still, let's say you finish school, but you don't get good grades? Will your life, will you still be able to have a better life or not?
Not.
Okay. I don't think that's true. Um, I have friends that have never finished school, but they make a lot more money than I do. So if you measure the quality of life based on your grades and money, I sometimes think, or at least in South Africa, I don't know in other countries, but at least in this country, to have a better life, you don't really need to go to school. You just need to be able to work very hard. Now, the second one is doing chores can be dangerous. Do you really think that the chores you do are dangerous, Kim?
I think it cannot be dangerous.
Okay. Why
Yes. Because if we do again and again according to instruction, it will be easy.
Yes, and exactly. I mean, so your parents showed you how to do things. This is how you do this. This is how you put on the machine. This is what you throw into the machine. This is what you do not throw into the machine. This is how you clean knives. Don't walk with the knives facing upward. Walk with the knife facing down. Don't run with knives. Don't run with scissors. Don't play with scissors. All those things are taught not just at home, but at school as well. So I would argue that this is not a really good reason. Would you agree?
Yes.
It's not a good reason. Like, and I could have picked a better reason, but we will. Oh, let's try and give it a better reason. What other reason besides studying do you think will be good enough to not do chores?
Hmm. I usually do chores at home, so I don't know.
Exactly. I don't. I can also not think of one reason that's not good enough. Um, no. I think the only good reason that you sometimes don't do chores is studying, but not all the time. Um, oh, I can understand how it can be dangerous, except, for instance, if you cook over an open flame, that might be dangerous. But I don't really see. If you cut yourself, you just put on a band-aid and it will be better. Um, I've never heard someone die from doing chores at home. I've heard of people dying doing stupid things while they're doing chores, but never because they were just trying to clean something. So I don't really think there's another reason. Okay, but Kim, I'm quickly going to close this and start a new one. Please join as soon as you can. Okay.